Answer, my friend. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Dean, you are live on air. What do you like to say to us, my friend?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I was just watching, and you know, it's impressive how much you know about Islam. But I was curious, the title was the Quran or the Bible, where is the truth? The title of the stream, I want to know how do you know the Bible is the truth?
Well, this is a question maybe you should ask yourself first. I mean, how you know the Quran is the truth? You are a Muslim, right?
Questioning Muslim. Not
Okay. Well, my friend, when I say the truth, first of all, do you believe that God, he is a good God or he's a bad God?
He's good.
Okay. So the good God, is he going to teach you to do bad?
No.
Okay. Does the Quran teach you that you can rent a woman? It's called temporary marriage.
Muta?
Yeah, the muta.
It does.
Okay. So how God is the good God? When we say the good God, this means he teach me good ethic, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think, with my respect to you and your family, I'm not saying something to insult you, please forgive me, I don't mean that. Do you believe that if your sister, with my respect to your sister, again, let us say this is my sister, not your sister, so you not be offended. Let us say I'm a Muslim, and my sister, she came to me and said she want to rent herself to do muta. What I will say to her? She will say to me, this is what Allah said.
Now, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Why is that?
If it's consensual, if they both agree,
Yeah,
and there's payment, and they agree on what's going to be paid, and they go and do it, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay, but isn't it so? You don't have a problem if your sister came to you and says there's a guy, he offered me $10 to sleep with me for 2 hours. As long both of them they agree, it's fine for you, correct?
Correct.
Okay, but isn't it this is what prostitution is about?
Yes.
So you don't have your problem that God teaching me to do prostitution?
No, no problem.
Why is that? What is your logic?
My logic is that if that's what she wants to do, and if it's not rape, or it's not forced on her, if it's consensual and there's a agreement and she wants to do it, then
yeah, but
fine.
okay. So why Muhammad, he says if somebody commit adultery, beat him? What is the difference between adultery? At least adultery, let us say a man and a woman, they see each other, maybe they love each other, and they have sex, they commit that sin. So why, if you and a woman, she agree with payment, it's okay, but the women who don't take off her panty for money, she will be punished? What is different? Both of them are not married.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay. Let me I'm not going to choose for you bad points about Islam, but obviously this is not an ethical, because if we spread prostitution, then even married men, they will practice that. So why we get married? If I'm going to sleep around with women additional to my wife, any woman she offer herself, I go in the elevator, a woman she says take me for $5, I do it. Okay, so what kind of society we will have, right?
You're right. Yeah.
Okay, now if I am a person, what Allah is expecting from me and what I am expecting from Allah, can you help me in that? What Allah expect from you to do, and what you expect Allah to do it for you?
Allah expects you to pray, you know, and to follow His orders.
To pray to whom?
And you pray to Allah.
Okay, did the Prophet order you to pray for Muhammad?
You're not praying to Muhammad. He's part of the prayer, but he's not. You
are praying for Muhammad, but not to him. I understand, correct?
Right.
Okay. So why you need to pray for Muhammad?
Because he's the one who sent the message.
Okay. But isn't it? Do Muhammad need your prayer? Isn't? Did Allah bless Muhammad already? Is Muhammad
No,
going to
so
heaven?
no, you're not praying. I don't know what you mean for Muhammad or to Muhammad. I don't know what all this is. At the end of the day, it's praying to Allah.
Okay, you speak Arabic, right?
The not classical, the slang Arabic.
Okay, I will read and you help me if you don't understand. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. Allah and the angels are praying on Muhammad. Allah, he prayed to Muhammad, but he on Muhammad, actually he prayed on Muhammad.
Now,
but Allah, he prayed for who or to who?
Sallu ala. When you say sallu ala,
yeah,
it's not really, that's not prayer in the sense of, you know.
What is this?
إقام الصلاة أن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا. Yeah, يصلون على. That's the importance. When you say يصلون على, it's more blessings on. Not
okay, but hold on.
Actual.
Hold on. If this is a blessing, why we are using the word yusalli? You speak Arabic. The word yusalli is salat. The word blessing is barakah. I mean, Arabic language is very rich. It's very easy to choose words. So when I say salah is salah. When I say barakah is barakah.
And when you say yusalluna ala, it can also.
Okay, I will go with you. So according to your what you said, that Allah and the angels are doing a blessing on Muhammad.
Yeah.
Okay, I will go with you. So if Allah already blessed Muhammad, what the angels can do more? Where is the blessing coming from? Is the blessing coming from the angels, from me, from you, or from God?
The blessings, I mean, at the end of the day, if Allah wants the blessings, it'll happen.
That's it. So if Allah blessed Muhammad already, why I need the angels and the believers to bless me? Allah, he blessed me, I'm blessed. That's it. The rest, they are just numbers. They mean nothing.
إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي. إن الله وملائكته يصلون. Maybe it's a message that the angels also.
Okay, let me make it more simple for you, my friend. Now, let us make a circle here. I will make a circle. And this is Muhammad in the middle. All right? We will put Muhammad in the middle. And now we have Allah. This is Muhammad here. Now Allah is sending a blessing. All right? So let us say here we will type the word Allah. We will make it letter A, actually A. This is Allah. All right. And this is the angel. We will make it A2. And this is the Muslims. We will use the letter M. Perfect. So who is left? The whole universe now is busy doing one thing. Muhammad became the center of the universe, and Allah, the God, supposedly, he have nothing to do except sending a blessing and stop, because in Arabic it says yusallun. It is a continuous verb. You agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Allah praying or blessing, as you say, and then the angels sending blessing too, as you said, and the Muslims sending blessing, as you said. The whole universe is busy just doing one thing, praying to that dot. So what Muhammad did, he reversed the God from him being the prophet for being the God. So now Allah is exist to do one thing. He is praying for Muhammad. Angels are exist for one thing, praying for Muhammad. Human mankind, they are exist for one thing, to pray for Muhammad. So who is this man Muhammad?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Now Yeah, it seems like now what is okay? So obviously I don't. There's some confusion. What do you know what the tafsir says for this, or
My friend, doesn't matter.
maybe
It
you can?
says, as you said, Allah, He pray on the Prophet, and etc., and He sent his contribution for him, and he glorify him, etc. But this is very silly because it should be the opposite. It should be the Prophet and the angels and the believers praying to Allah, not Allah and the angels and the believers praying to Muhammad.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, it makes sense.
okay. I will show you one more thing,
Okay.
but it has a connection with this what we showed you now.
Mhm.
If you have a fight and you have two wives,
Mhm.
who's going to help you in the fight? How many people you need to take your side?
If you have a fight with,
Let
and
us
you
say
have
you are
two
married.
wives,
You are married to two women. Do you need an army? Do you need who's going to help you?
I don't know.
This is between you and your wives. This is something personal. You do not need anyone, right? Aren't you man enough? Correct.
No, I'm not married. No.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, isn't it the man
Oh.
is enough to? Isn't it the Quran chapter 4 verse 34? It says, "الرجال قوامون على النساء." The men are in charge of the women. So
Yes.
if a man have a fight with his wife, he is the one should deal with it, right? Not somebody else, correct?
Yeah.
But read with me this. Muhammad, let us choose different translation just to make it more simple. Because this guy, he add too much spice. Here we go. Muhammad, he have a fight with two of his wives, Hafsa and Hafsa and Zainab, I think. So the Quran making a story about it, that if those two women, they don't repent,
Mhm.
who is going to take the side of the Prophet? Because two of them, they are against the Prophet. Look how many. If you don't turn into repentance to him who? Allah,
Right.
your heart are indeed inclined, which means you became a kafir.
Mhm.
Look who is going to take the side of Muhammad in this fight with two women.
But
And
you
if you back up each other against him who? Muhammad, truly Allah is his protector. Okay, is that enough? No. And Jibreel, what Jibreel have to do with this? What Allah have to do with this? I mean, the guy, he have a fight with his two wives. Why Allah is this guy is talking like is if the Roman, they are sending him a letter says we will have a war with him, I say I understand. This guy is going to face an army. He need God to help him. Muhammad is fighting with two women. They are 5 foot tall. Truly Allah is his protector, and Jibreel and every righteous one among the believer. And furthermore, all the angels. Do you see what happened here?
Yeah, I see. What's the verse number of this?
This is a chapter 66, verse number 4. Okay.
Yeah, I see.
So what happened here, my friend? Listen with me carefully. The same as what happened before. We have Muhammad. We will make another circle. And we have Muhammad in the middle. Muhammad now needs protection from two women. So who is involved with this fight? Muhammad, he got the following names. Jibreel, we will call him J. And Allah, we will call him A. And Muslims, we will call them M. And all the angels in the world. Who is left?
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah.
This guy, he became the center of the universe. Look like this universe have nothing to do with except Muhammad and his two wives. God, who created the universe, he have nothing to do except supporting Muhammad in his fight with his two women. Not only that, and Jibreel, he will come in a special mission. He will take side with Jibreel. I'm with you. You know, Jibreel, please protect me from those two women. Jibreel have 600 wings. Extremely huge angel according to Muhammad, to the point he covered the horizon. Is that enough? No. And every single believer, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, Mujahideen from everywhere, Pakistan, Indonesia, you name it. And not enough. And furthermore, all the angels. All of this to support a guy in his fight with two women.
Yeah. Maybe maybe he's Allah's trying to, he's sending a message.
Our friend, the messages are no problem. He can say to them, obviously, you see, look, Muhammad, what he's doing. Muhammad is here taking advantage of God. Anytime he needs something, he used God's name to control them. He could not control them no more, so he told them Allah is against you. But look what he did by making it the way he did it. He make it too much exaggeration. It's obvious it is a lie. Because he can say, Allah said you have to repent, and that's it. Right? We do not need the rest. And if you go against him, Allah is his supporter, Jibreel is his supporter, the believer is his supporters, and the angels are going to be in his back. What is this about? Are we going to is that the end of the time? Is that a judgment day where two armies are huge, are going to destroy? It's two women.
Yeah. So what's your point? I don't. So
my friend, my point is that Muhammad, he is the center of Islam, and the rest is just character, like in the stage. You know, you put decoration.
Well, he's obviously very important.
No, not obviously is important. He is God. He is the God. Everything serve him. God, he serve him. Allah, he serve him. Jibreel serve him. The believer serve him. Everything exists is for him.
But not everything in the Quran is benefits the Prophet.
What do you mean? Did Muhammad, he make verses saying any Muslim woman, she can give herself to the Prophet so he can do boom boom with her?
I don't. That's in the Quran or the Hadith?
Yeah, this is in the Quran. Chapter 33, verse number 50. Any woman, she offer herself to the Prophet, and this is only a privilege to thee. Why Allah will make a special privilege for boom boom privilege? Muhammad already have 13 wives, thousands of sex slaves. Why he need to say that Allah said to me, it is lawful for you the following women? Look how many counting he is. I mean, this, you get dizzy. Oh Prophet, we made lawful for you the wives. Well, thank you for telling me. I'm sleeping with them since the last century. I mean, this is silly actually to say to me that. Imagine I'm sleeping with those women since the last century, and now you say to me, I made it lawful for you your wives, or they are already his wives. What are you talking about? Don't you think it's too late? And whom has paid their door, and who your right hand possess, which means the slaves you own. Anyone you slave you own, you can jump on her. And the prisoner of war, and whom Allah assigned to thee. It's Allah assigned to you. This is a sign of Allah to take off their panty. And the daughter of your uncle, and the daughter of the partner uncle, and the daughter of your auntie, and the daughter of and the daughter of the daughter, and any believing woman, she offer herself to the Prophet. And look what they say in Arabic, in English here. And any believing woman who dictate her soul. I thought people dictate their soul to God.
Wait, where does it say?
Which one for you?
Where's the story? What?
It says there in English.
Oh, okay. Okay, now. Dedicates her soul to the Prophet. The Prophet wishes to God her is done for reading, not for the believers.
It's a privilege only. This is always a privilege only to Muhammad. So do you see how he used God so he can make his own privilege, and most of them they are about sex and money? What does have to do with God, my friend? What do you think? What does have to do with God? Why God is saying any woman she can give herself to the prophet? I mean, you told me that it's okay for you to do muta. Okay. Now, what this is about? A woman, she is giving herself as a gift to a man to sleep with him, and this is not for everybody. That's just Muhammad. Why Allah is so much concerned about the happiness of the private part of Muhammad?
Well, he's the messenger.
So if I'm a messenger, that involve my private part? So now if I am a messenger, I just say I'm Muhammad now, and there's like a million women watching me. I say, hey women, send me a message. Who want to sleep with me? Who want to give herself to me? My name is Muhammad. Is that what you're saying? So because I'm a messenger, I can sleep with all those women? What does that mean? What does that have to do with God? Is Muhammad is a servant of God, or is he a servant? He's a private part.
Servant of God.
Okay, so what does have to do with him? Why Allah? Do you know what we say when you say Allah is God? What does that mean? Imagine all those galaxies. You know how huge, massive the universe is. So imagine we are not even a dust, and the God who created all of this, he is writing a verse about women taking off her panty to Muhammad. Don't you find that this is something very fishy?
I do, yeah, but in the same way, I find it like if you talk about the Bible and you start talking about how God cares that we, mix fabrics, or we care like these little things, it's the same thing with all any of the books you're talking about. The Bible has some stuff like that.
No. The Bible does not have a stuff like that. Let me explain to you what I'm talking about.
Don't eat whatever. Don't eat.
This is the law of surviving. This is not the law which is God gave to Moses. God gave Moses the 10 Commandments, and then Moses, he is the leader of his nation. So in order to survive, he gave them orders to follow. He's a king and he is a prophet in the same time. So don't get close to the camp if you want to do poo-poo. But this has nothing to do with God. This is about hygiene and how to preserve yourself. Because you do. I think I lost him. So when Moses he gave those command, it was to preserve his nation from being sick and ill and etc. But this is not God that's talking about those things. So here we have a prophet who is subjugated. And okay, why Moses did not make a verse says any woman she want to give herself to Moses? Here we go. Moses is a prophet. Why Isa did not do the same? Why Abraham did not make the same? Why any of them did not make the same as Muhammad? Why Muhammad is unique when it's come to sex and money?
Maybe they did. We just don't have their words.
No, show me where. Neither in the Bible, neither in the Quran it says that. The only story in the Quran showing it's about David, and David in the Bible is condemned by God. David in the Bible accused David to be a criminal. His hand is full of blood. While in the Quran, the story is there is amazing. So why this man is subjugating God for his benefit?
Yeah, see, I see what you're saying. But there's, it's maybe, it's in there for a reason. It's and it obviously a lot of people believe. So that's.
Right.
I just have to read. I have to read into it more. I gotta wait to see what I gotta.
In chapter 36, verse number 21, it says, "Obey those who ask no reward for themselves." Do you see it?
I follow those who. Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Okay, so we should not follow Muhammad then. Tons of verses in the Quran about money. Muhammad he take the best of the booty. Safiyul Maghnam. Muhammad he take the fifth of the booty. The best of the women. Muhammad he made himself above all mankind, any woman she can offer herself. Muhammad, he can marry a woman without even paying her, which means without even marriage. He just take her to bed. So the Quran itself contradicting the Quran. The Quran says, and by the way, those verses is about the disciple of Jesus. This is a chapter 36, verse number 21. 3 messengers were sent by Isa, supposedly the Messiah, and one of them is Paul, and the second is John, and the third is Peter. So those three, they said to those who they are speaking to them, obey those who ask no reward of you for themselves. So this is the guideline. If somebody is decent, he will not ask for a reward for his own benefit. Do you agree with this logic? This is a good ethic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why Muhammad is not following this ethic?
Word. So what you mean? He never. What would he ask for money?
My friend, the Quran says that the fifth of the booty is for Muhammad. Al khumsu lillahi wa rasulih. You never heard of that before?
Oh no, yeah, I have.
Okay, you haven't, or you have?
I have.
Okay, so the fifth of the booty, and the best of the best of the booty, and verses about any woman she want to give herself to the Prophet. So why Muhammad is not following the guideline? Did you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit.
All right. This is chapter 8, verse number 41. It says that Allah, he says,
hello?
Allah, he says in chapter 8, verse number 41, and know whatever of your war booty that you may gain, verily 1/5 is assigned to Allah and the Messenger. Right? And this is a theft anyway.
Yeah.
So how we can make two verses work? One saying that follow, yeah, he have a bad connection. You can tell, maybe he's in the Middle East or something like that. So obey those who ask no reward for you. Right? And this is what even Paul, he was saying. Like, they accuse him of lying. He says, if my lies is to glorify God, what lie I am doing, right? I'm not asking for any reward from myself. This is from the Bible, actually. Muhammad is copying it. If we go to the interpretation, we will find that this is about Paul and Peter and John. So ask not or follow not those who ask you for reward. But Muhammad did not follow this verse. Muhammad did the opposite. No, he's an Arab. He's not an Indian. How is an Arab Indian? You're funny. Call me back, my friend. So how this book can be the book of the truth? This is a book of the truth. Not to mention or forget to mention the stupid stories, flying carpet, mistakes in history, amazing mistakes in science. Have you ever heard of a God? You do not know how the hair is created, how the rain is created. Have you ever heard of a God? You don't remember which one he created first, the stars or the trees? One verse says the trees first and the stars next, and the other verse says the stars first and the trees next. Yeah, I think this guy, he will leave Islam soon. Let us call him back.
Hello?
Yeah, yes, my friend. Go ahead. So what do you think, my friend? Do you think Muhammad is a prophet still? I have a bad connection. David, one more time you say that, I will go to block you. We are serious. We are not joking around now. Do you hear me, my friend?
No,
Mr.
I don't.
Dean? You have a bad connection. It's okay. Obviously, he is listening and he is learning. They will leave Islam very soon, as the rest of them. So where is Muhammad, and where is the prophecy, and where is the prophet? Okay, and you call him a prophet. Where is the prophecy? Here we go. This is the Quran. Who want to show me a prophecy in the Quran? Who is a Muslim want to show me a prophecy in this book? Who is a brave Muslim? He is willing to call me and say, hey, I'm going to show you a prophecy. Do you remember the chapter? It's called the chapter of the Kafirun, which the Muslims always recite for us. In Arabic, the name of Jesus, there's no Arabic name for Jesus. It is Yeshua, which is the same as Yeshua. This is the Hebrew name. There's no name in Arabic. If you go to a chapter of Al-Kafirun, this chapter alone is enough, and the Muslims always they mention to us this chapter, Al-Kafirun. They are so excited to say it to us. Look what is this. Oh, you kuffar, I worship not that you worship, but those people, they worship Allah already. Those pagans, they worship Allah. So what do you mean you don't worship what I worship? Number one, stupid mistake. Nor I worship, you worship what I worship, but they worship Allah and he worship Allah. And I will not worship that which you worship. And look here what he said, nor you will worship that which I worship. And you know, anyone knows why this is a disaster? This verse alone? Who knows why this is a disaster? Who remember why? Let us see how many of you is doing his homework. Why this verse is a disaster? Big disaster. Because he said to the pagans, who he is one of them too, you will never worship his God. But all of them later they became Muslims. You see how you say to them, and you will never worship what I worship. If Muhammad is a prophet, he should say, and you in the future you will see, you will worship what I worship. That will make it a prophecy. But Muhammad, he said, and you will worship ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد. Muhammad, he got himself busted. What do you mean repeat again? Muhammad saying that the Arab who they are not rejecting Islam, they will not worship what he worship. But later those who he said that to them, all of them they became Muslims. So this was a false prophecy from a false prophet. And supposedly the one is talking here is Allah. So there is no way Allah is God, yet he do not know that those people in the future they will become Muslims. Any Muslim? So those Muslims who come to us, let us summarize again what we learned today from the beginning. What we learned today, we learned that when a Muslim he come to you and he come and he say the Bible is corrupted, don't defend, don't start quoting verses from the Bible. Yes, Dean.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. So my friend, what do you think about Muhammad? Do you think he's a prophet?
Now he could. I mean, he could still be a prophet. I mean, what you showed me, you know, it's possible that Allah just gave him special rules, which is not.
Okay.
Which is okay.
What make a prophet a prophet?
What makes a prophet a prophet? Prophecies.
But like what? Give me a prophecy. Well, we have the Quran in front of us. If there's any prophecy in the Quran to make Muhammad a prophet? Do you see the verses we are showing on the screen? The Kafirun?
Yeah, I see him.
Okay. If you go and read the interpretation, you will see that those people who Muhammad he said that verse to them, all of them they became Muslims later. So this is a false prophecy. How he said to them, nor you will worship that which I worship, and later all of them became Muslims.
Nor will you worship, nor will not worship that which you have been lent worship, nor will you worship that which. So he's saying you won't worship which I worship, and then maybe they come fake Muslims so they don't get killed.
If I say to you, you will never become a Christian, and then after 2 months, and I claim to be a prophet, and then after 2 months you became a Christian, that's mean I'm a false prophet. Because a prophecy, if you say something, prophesy something, it have to be true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a false prophecy.
Well, who is he talking to here? No, will you worship that which I worship.
People of Quraysh, is it right? The Arab, but all of them they became Muslims in his time, not after. In his time, during his lifetime. Okay, what the prophecy Muhammad he gave in the Quran?
Oh, maybe they become fake.
Do you remember
Muslims
anything?
They don't want to get killed.
Forget about this one. Do you remember anything Muhammad he said became a prophecy, come to be true in the Quran? I will give you one. I will help you. Okay. Have you ever heard a Muslim saying that Muhammad he prophesied that the woman after they lost they will win?
He said, yeah, he said that the Romans were defeated, or they will be defeated.
Okay, this is a chapter 30. The Romans have been defeated in the close by land, and after a few years they will defeat. They will be victorious. In Arabic it says بضع سنين. في بضع سنين. The word bada is between 3 to 10. Based on the history, that will be wrong, because it took many years after that, more than 16 to 17 years for the Roman to accomplish. However, the hadith says, and this is what the Muslim they say to us, remember, it's not me. The hadith says that Muhammad he said that verse after the Roman became victorious.
Oh.
So how this can be a prophecy?
No, this is not a prophecy.
Okay.
The Roman Empire has been defeated in the land for spot. Yeah, no, this is.
Give me a second, I will show you the hadith.
The last
Because Muslims they keep talking about this verse, they say, brother, this is amazing how the prophet he knew that. First, the calculation is wrong. Secondly, even the hadith says that we have a problem here. Second. Are you talking from the Middle East?
No, I'm in the US.
Why you have a very bad connection?
I don't know.
All right. Let us see. I'm just trying to find you the hadith. For some reason is not opening with me, but I will get. Just to show you how Muslims they say things, it doesn't make sense and it's not even honest when they say it. Or maybe some of them they say it without knowledge. You know, many Muslims they speak without knowledge. All right, here we go. We found it finally. Thank God. Sometimes you want something, it doesn't come. All right. Let us put it in the screen. All right. Do you see the screen?
I see your books right now.
All right. What about now?
Nope, I still see your books.
It's okay. We'll take a little bit of time to come to you. It says here that in the day of Badr, the Roman had victory over the Persian. So the believer were pleased with that. Then the following verse was revealed. So the claim that this was a prophecy, Muhammad, he said that verse before it was a lie.
Yeah. Okay, I still, can you give me which hadith it is? I want to read it.
This is Jami' al-Tirmidhi and it is Sahih.
It's Sahih?
Yeah.
Oh, here. So the believers were pleased with them, the followers were ruled, the women have been defeated. On the day of Badr, women had a victory. Yeah, okay. I see.
So the verse revealed after the Roman was defeated, not before. So what you know, I will tell you a prophecy. I'm a prophet now. Trump, he will win the election in 2016. Yeah, this is what Muhammad is saying. I mean, what is the prophecy here? The guys already, they are victorious. So where's the prophecy?
Okay, well, where did he say that they will? It says the Romans have been defeated.
Yeah, and after the defeat, they will be victorious.
Oh, okay. He said that we were happy with the victory. Okay. Yeah. But I don't really. This one I don't hear is like the big.
Forget about this. Did you hear about the Muslim? They say that there is science in the Quran.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what can you give me? Do you remember anything?
There's the Big Bang and biology.
Choose one. Which one? Give me one, and we will talk about it.
The Big Bang.
Big Bang. What is the Big Bang? Do you know what the Big Bang is?
Yeah, all the matter in the world was in one
one ball, and then 13 billion years ago it expanded.
Okay. There's explosion, correct?
It was an explosion,
Yeah. But you see, the Muslims, they quote for us this verse in the Quran saying this is about the Big Bang. Don't the unbelievers see that the heaven and the earth were joined together? Okay, does it say here, don't they see?
Give me, what's the verse? What's the verse number?
Chapter 21, verse number 30.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Okay. Don't the unbelievers see? Okay, so he's talking about something they can see, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Did any of us see the Big Bang?
No, but
Okay.
yara.
Alam yara. Didn't they see? Didn't they see? Correct? Didn't they see? أولم يرى الذين كفروا أن السماوات والأرض كانتا رتقا فتقناهما. So didn't you see? So Allah is speaking about something he can see, not something happened in the past. You know, I mean, something we can witness for it now. I mean, at least we can see how it is now. So what the Quran is speaking about, that the earth and the heaven, they used to be together, and Allah, he lift up the sky.
I don't think, but I think you're taking it too literally.
No, let us show you that this is what it's meant. You see, I don't say things, you know, I don't know, by now you should know that I don't say things unless this is how it is according to Islam. Okay? Allah, he lift up the sky. You know that?
I mean, I see it. It says, no, it doesn't say وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ.
Yeah, this is a different verse. Chapter 13, verse number 2. It says, Allah is he who raised the heaven without pillars that you can see. Do you see it?
Yeah, who erected the heavens without pillars.
So connect this verse to this verse, you will find that they are saying the same.
Whoa, should connect it.
Yeah. Don't the believers see that the heaven and the earth, they used together? Okay, what he did? He lift up the heaven. He separated them.
He established himself above the throne. He erected the heavens, the Sama. He raised, but this is different. I don't see the connection.
The connection is that the earth and the heaven, they used to be connected, correct? In the previous verse.
Yeah.
This one here is saying Allah, he raised it up. This is how he split it. Allah, he raised up the heaven. Okay.
So,
but let me ask you, is that true that that the heaven is raised above us?
No.
So this is a lie. How God, he says, I think we are not even a dust inside the space, inside the heaven, if we can call it heaven, correct?
Correct.
So we are the heaven is not lifted from us. We are inside it. We are little tiny. It's not even like the size of a needle, the head of a needle, inside the heaven. So how he lifted up? But because this is how Muhammad, he say things, the earth and the heaven, they are not connected. The heaven is up, the earth is down. So the heaven is up, but the truth is not right. The heaven is up, the heaven in the right, the heaven in the left, the heaven underneath of us, because the earth is not a flat, and there's heaven around us all over.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is a very false
now,
statement.
Yeah, so that's it's. I think you're taking this too literally.
My friend, I am not the one. You see, you have to read the interpretation of the Muslims. Okay, look at this. Allah, he is the one الذي مد الأرض. مد. What the word مد mean?
he spread it to expand it.
But this is mean it's flat, correct? In Arabic, we say the madda is the carpet.
Yeah.
Okay. So he made the earth a carpet, and then he placed in the top of the earth mountains. Does it say that?
Yeah.
But is it true that mountains are something placed in the top of the earth, or the mountains are coming from the magma?
Well, they come from the tectonic plates pushing against each other.
Well, there's
under
two
the-
ways. Either it's a
Yeah.
volcano,
Oh yeah.
which
yeah,
is the magma, or it is the tectonic plates because of a pressure between them. This is correct. But which mean in both way, it's not. It's coming from inside the earth, not something we place in the top of the earth. Correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So the
But
Quran here is giving false prophecy. Muhammad
No,
prophesying how God he made the earth. He placed mountains firm in the top of the earth.
I don't. But he's not saying. That's because it looks that way. I don't. It's not literally.
No, my friend, this is literally. It's about how God he's speaking about mountains, how He created them. This is not. It's not up to you. And you can read the Muslim interpretation. This is not my interpretation. You can read Ibn Kathir. You can read Al-Qurtubi. Okay. You see, I will take advantage of one thing. That's because you know Arabic. You know the hail, right? Al-Barad.
Oh hell yes. Yeah.
Okay. How the hail is created?
It's cold air. I don't know exactly.
So you don't believe that hail is something God he break from mountains in heaven?
Break from mountains in heaven? I mean, no.
Okay. So read with me, because you keep saying to me you are taking it literally. Read with me. Give me that. Here we go. ألم ترى أن الله يزجي سحابا ثم يؤلف بينه ثم يجعله ركاما فراق ودقا يخرج من بينها. Then he says وينزل من السماء من جبال فيها من برد فيصيب به من يشاء. Allah is talking how he make the rain, and now he's talking how he make the ice. Okay, where the ice is coming from? You speak Arabic?
Yeah.
Okay. He sent the hail from mountains, and because he keeps saying to me you are taking it literally. Okay,
Yeah.
let me show you what the Islamic scholar says. Whatever the Muslim scholar they say, I will take it, no problem. Here we go. Just to show you this is what it's meant. That's not me saying this and saying that. So if we go to the Quran interpretation, which is made by the Muslims, not by me, we will find the following. Let us see what it says. This is a chapter 24, verse number 43. And we will show it interpretation according to Islamic understanding, not ours. We don't do what the Muslims do. Muslims, they try to explain the Bible to us the way they like. We don't do that. We show them what they themselves they see about those verses.
Yeah.
Okay, let us see verse number 43, and here. All right. You heard of Al-Jalalain, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. This is Al-Jalalain, and this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. Let us see what it says. And he sent down from the heaven out of the mountains min jibal, mean extra, that there is in the heaven. Does it say that?
Yeah, it says that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Allah is sending hail from mountains in heaven. How God he do not know even how hail is made?
So
We can change the interpretation. Maybe this guy is wrong. I mean, people make mistakes. Maybe this guy he have a wrong understanding. Here we go. This is Ibn Abbas, the cousin of your prophet. All right. It says, and then he says, and then he sent down hail from mountains in heaven.
Yeah, that's not right.
Okay, but this is God.
Yeah.
And God is saying to us how hail is made, how rain is made. How this can be true? If this is God talking and this is wrong, that means Allah cannot be God.
Yeah.
Give me another miracle, scientific miracle. Forget about all of this. Until now, we prove nothing to you. No problem. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I have patience. Tell me, give me another one. I'm here. Will you enter the mall? Go ahead. I'm here in your service, my friend D.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, I hear there's unique fingerprints.
Fingerprints, no problem. But I want to show you today how, my
Yeah.
friend, with my respect to you, you are a Muslim, and I'm not trying to insult you. I don't mean you when I say Muslims, they lie. But they lie. Your brothers in real religion, they lie. You speak Arabic, so how this is can be, I mean, how they can fool you, my friend. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is about the word binan.
Mhm.
Okay, let us see what the verse says. Chapter 75, verse number 4. It says, aren't we able to put together his fingertips? But this is about his bones. The fingertips is the bones. This is not about fingerprints. What fingerprint? Allah is saying, here we go. Does the man think we cannot assemble his bones? No, we can. Even his fingertips we can.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't say fingerprints.
So they lie. You see, it's about bones. They make it about the skin. But they are assuming nobody will go and check, and nobody have a brain to you know, people, they take it like, you know, it's like a fast food, McDonald's, you know, take sandwich, give sandwich, brother. Prophet said, Allahu Akbar, Alhamdulillah, MashaAllah, Alhamdulillah. Takbir, takbir. Yeah, this is the comedy we see. Nobody wanna use his brain for a second.
Yeah, I'm looking through these translations. A lot of them, I'm trying to read the Arabic, and yeah, they keep adding stuff.
My friend, the Arabic is so clear. أيحسب الإنسان أن لن نجمع عظامه بلى قادرين على أن نسوي بنانه. So he's talking about, do you think the human can, he think we cannot put his bones together? No, we can, even his bones, because the fingers, they are very small. Like, you know, maybe you can put the big bones together, but those are very small, the hands, you know. So this is what it says. And look how they fabricate just to make it look like as a science. So the verse is speaking about, and not only that, we can go to the interpretation. Let us go to the interpretation, because maybe Christian Prince, he get it wrong. Maybe you get it wrong too. You know, let us see if there's a fingerprint here. Chapter 75, verse number 4. I mean, those who make those claims, they are official liars. They are liars with certificate of PhD. They have no shame. Here we go. This is Tafsir Ibn Abbas. Is it about bones?
Yeah, it seems like it.
So why they lying?
I don't know. See, I hear this stuff from just my parents and.
Okay, my friend Dean, forget about this one, man. Maybe we can find something else. Give me one other one. Give me, hit me. I will stay with you until the coming year, and I guarantee you, every one you give me is going to be busted, and everybody, and including you, you will laugh with me at it.
I'm laughing with you now. Yeah. I don't know. There's so much. The embryology. That's the best.
That's wonderful. The embryo. What is that? Which verse do you know? There's many verses. Let me help you. Maybe you are talking about this one where it says
backbone.
Alaqa, the one about the Alaqa. Is that the one?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but this is a hilarious verse. Thank you for mentioning. Now, me and you now we will have heart attack from laughing. Read with me carefully. Yeah, read with me carefully. This is the Quran, and this is what the Muslim translation is, not my translation. It says, then we made the nutfa. What is a nutfa, Dean?
The nutfa is the nutfa is the sperm.
That's wonderful. We made the nutfa into a congealed blood, alaqa, a thick of a congealed blood. Okay, do you agree with that, Dean? Have you ever heard of a scientist says that the baby is made from nutfa, and the nutfa will become a baby, and that how it happened? The sperm became blood, and then the blood became a lump, and then the lump became a flesh or bones. What is that? In which science is that? Where we can find this science? The sperm of the man go to the women and fertilize the egg. The one will grow is the egg. It's not the nutfa, correct?
Well, yeah, there's the egg. Yeah.
Yeah, the egg will become the one cell. It's a big cell. The cell became two. The two became three, etc. You know, so it's not the sperm will become what this guy is talking about. He's saying that the sperm of the man will become a congealed dead blood.
Now, yeah, then you have to mix it into a part and but it's not wrong.
It's wrong, my friend, because the sperm does not transform to be anything to do with the baby. The sperm activate the egg and deliver the DNA message, and that's it. It dissolves. According to the Quran, what is the first stage? At the first stage, you are a sperm, correct? Then you became a blood. Go and check from now until the coming year and find me who is the scientist who will say that the first stage is a blood.
I mean, there is blood.
Friend, yeah, for sure we have it, but not the sperm will become a blood. I mean, the blood, you will have a blood after you have a system. You should have nerves first.
Oh yeah.
You know, so you have to have. I mean, you have to have veins. So like when we have a blood, we have a supply. The blood is a supply, correct? And that is something will provide us with food and oxygen, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, but here in this stage, there's no need for food. I mean, the food is provided in different way from the womb of the woman. The egg is connected, even after you are born, still you are connected to the mother, right?
Right.
So here he's saying that the sperm became a congealed blood. Let me show you another verse. Okay. Do women have a sperm?
Do women have no?
Okay. Chapter 86, verse number 6 and 7 says that there's a gushing fluid, sexual fluid, coming from the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women. Where do you think the sperm of the man is coming from?
Sperm from the man. It's coming from the testicles.
Well, you are very close, but let us go here. According to the Quran, no. The sperm of the man is coming from the backbone, and women have a sperm, and it's coming from her ribs.
Yeah, I mean, no. I don't see women here. Where do you see men? Women?
No, the word taraib in Arabic is the location of the necklace of the women. It is a word that has to do with the ribs of the women, and specifically the location of the women necklace. This is what taraib means. موقع القلادة. ترائب الصدر هي العظام الرقبة التي تقع فيها القلادة. موقع القلادة من الرقبة للمرأة. So it comes from between the backbone of the man and the ribs of the woman. How is that? What kind of God do you think that the sperm is coming from a backbone, which is the last bone in your spine, and women have a sperm coming from her ribs? You know, let us go and see the interpretation. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah.
No problem. Here we go. This is chapter 86, verse number 7. Let us go to Ibn Kathir. You heard about Ibn Kathir, right?
Yeah, he's the big one.
Yeah, he used to be in my school.
Oh.
Here we go. This is Ibn Kathir. Let us see what Ibn Kathir he said. Now the Muslim, they will say to me, what the Muslim they will say not how they will say Ibn Kathir is an idiot. They will say have an understanding. Yes, they will say that, but just to save Muhammad from being exposed, they will say anything. Look at this. This is Ibn Kathir, and he is explaining the verse. Let us see what it says. He is created from a water gushing forth, meaning sexual fluid that comes out bursting forth from the man and the women. Thus the child produced from both of them. Okay, wonderful. Now he continues saying, proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs, meaning the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women. referring to hairy chest. And here the translation is not accurate. It's not hairy chest, it is the location of the necklace. What do you think? Do you agree that women, she have a sexual fluid which make the baby, and it's coming from her location of the necklace of the chest?
She has, I mean, yes, she has a part in the, it's not the right location. No, it's not from the necklace.
The woman have a sperm, my friend?
No, no sperm, no.
Yeah, but this is what it says. It says the baby, it says gashing fluid. It's a gashing forth liquid. It's a fluid. Do you see it?
Yeah,
it's a sexual fluid. So this cannot be the egg, because the egg is not sexual fluid. It's not even a fluid. All right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and not only that, Muhammad himself, he explained that. That's why Ibn Kathir, he read for us that the Prophet said. Let's see what the Prophet said. There's a hadith where Muhammad said, explain something. Let's see. Where is the hadith? I hope they did not take it off, because they do that. The Muslims, they are trying, yeah, they do that actually. There's a hadith where Muhammad, it's in Arabic, I can show it in Arabic. What happened to the hadith? Okay. Here we go. Actually, this is the hadith. This is the hadith from Muhammad. Proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs, the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women, and here he takes the explanation from Muhammad. The fluid is yellow and fine in texture. The child will not be born except from both of them, i.e. their sexual fluid. So what Islam teach, that the woman, she have a sexual fluid in her private part. That is a sexual fluid, which is the sperm of the woman, which is coming from the location of the necklace in her ribs. Do you agree with that?
No.
Okay. And do you agree that this sexual fluid, which is yellow and fine in texture, is the one who will make the baby?
No.
Okay. And the man have a sexual fluid which is thick and white. And this is what Muhammad, he said in the hadith. Let me show you the hadith so you don't say I'm making things up. This is the hadith of Muhammad saying the following.
Where's the hadith coming from?
As usual, from the box of the hadith. Here we go. This is your prophet explaining the same thing, and this is Sahih. I came to the prophet. Okay, no, this is not the one. Here we go. Let me show you the Sahih. Here, the hadith saying, Anas ibn Malik reported from Salim, narrated, blah, 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 blah. Okay, anyway. Then it says, in case that the woman sees that she must take a bath, she sees what? She sees a dream. She have this charge. When a man sees sexual dream, and the woman sees sexual dream, he says, upon this, she asked him, a woman, she said to him, what I will do if I see, you know, I have orgasm. He said, upon this, he says, the wife of the prophet, he says, does really this happen? Because the wife of the prophet, she never had orgasm. So she looked like Muhammad is not doing a good job in the bedroom. Otherwise, Muhammad, he says, yes, it does happen. Otherwise, how can a child resemble her? Man discharge, i.e. sperm, is a thick and white, and the discharge of the women is thin and yellow. Do you see it? So the one resembled comes from the one who you know, his orgasm comes first. In different hadith, the translation is more accurate. It says the one who comes first, he controlled the resemble the look of the baby. Here we go. This is the hadith, and this is Sahih. Read it.
Yeah.
The messenger of Allah said, the man water is thick and white, and the women water is thin and yellow. Which of them comes first? The child will resemble the parent.
Yeah, that. I don't think that's not right. Is the hadith is Sahih?
Yeah, sahih. This is very sahih.
But I mean, yeah, I don't.
Well,
It's
my
not right.
friend, Dr. Muhammad, he knew best. Come on. We have to admit, me and you. Dr. Muhammad, he now, this is why if I get married, because by the way, I look very ugly. So if I get married now, I know, because I don't want my son to look like me, and he will shoot me. Actually, he will shoot me immediately after the second he is born. So he look at me like he might go back where he came from after he see me. So what by the wisdom of the Prophet, Alhamdulillah, now I will never have orgasm first, because I want my son to look like his mother. You know, actually, he will not like his mother, because he can't be a son. Because Muhammad here, he mean too, not only resemble as a look, resemble as a gender. I can show you the other hadith. It says, so if the one who comes first, if the man come first, the baby will be a boy. If the women come first, the baby will be a girl. So according to the Majesty Dr. Muhammad, who is getting his knowledge from Allah, the women orgasm will decide, or the man orgasm will decide what the gender of the baby and how it will look like. But all of us, we knew that this is stupid. And look, Muhammad, he made it clear. He said the water of the man is thin, the water of the man white and thick, correct?
Yeah.
He called them both water. And then the water of the women is a thin and yellow. And which one of them come first, that water will decide how the baby look like and his gender. But all of us, we knew that the sexual fluid the woman she have in her private part, if she's having sex, this has nothing to do with the baby.
Yeah, nothing. And I remember another hadith that says Allah actually chooses the gender and then whether they're disbeliever or believer in the womb.
Exactly.
So I have to look.
Here Muhammad, he is getting himself busted. So you are helping me. I'm going to hire you as an assistant now. So because in that hadith it says that Allah, he sent an angel, right? And then he write the destiny. But look, Muhammad, in that hadith, you see, there's something I like about your prophet. He cannot keep his mouth shut. So look what he said. Do you know how long the sperm of the human being can live?
A couple of days, maybe?
5 days. Look what Muhammad said, my friend. I mean, your prophet is amazing. Look at this. Your prophet, he said, he said, not me, remember, don't curse me. When the drop of semen remain in the womb for 40 or 50 days. Look, your prophet is very honest. Like he is not sure, like 40, 50. I don't remember what Allah told me, 50 or 40, 40 or 50. 40 or 50. I mean, what kind of a prophet this prophet is? Where he got the number 40 and 50 from? And then, so you stay. And by the way, it doesn't say. Yeah, it says actually 40 or 50. And 40 or 50, you are the sperm. And then the angel come and he says, Lord, good or evil. The guy is a sperm. Now you are thinking of, so you are a sperm, and now Allah is deciding what you will be. All right. In different hadith, actually, Muhammad, he said the following, which is getting more funnier. Because you are 40 days as a, you see here, as a drop of semen, and then you became a clot of blood.
Yeah.
And then at the end, Allah will decide male or female. Do you see it? Last thing. You see it?
I see.
Male or female. So the last thing is the gender. According to science, actually, gender is decided right away by the sperm. The sperm, when it go inside inside the egg, fertilize, and that sperm decide the gender is not what he's saying. According to Muhammad, the last thing is the gender. Here you will see the same. You know. Look, all those hadith, they are saying the same. Read this one with me. This one is fantastic. This one we can make movie, me and you, about it. If you have money, we can, we can ask Sylvester Stallone to be the, we make him go back. We make a cartoon movie like he was a sperm, Sylvester Stallone, and now he go in a mission and he stay as a sperm in the womb of the enemy for 40 days. Look at this.
Yeah.
In the form of a semen for 40 days. Then became a clinging, it doesn't say, it says alaqa, a congealed blood. for the similar period. So you are now 40 days as a sperm, and then 40 days as a blood, and then 40 days as a loom of a flesh, and that's it. The total is 120 days. The baby is done.
Yeah, that's 100. Yeah, no, that's not right.
And this is reported by who? Both Al-Bukhari and Muslim.
Now the hadith, it's the hadith is. Yeah, I don't like the hadith too much. You know,
The
when you
Quran,
keep,
you see, I showed you the hadith to confirm what it says in the Quran, remember, right?
yeah, I know, yeah.
So because I wanted to say, because you said to me you are taking it literally, etc. So I'm
I
showing
know.
you, this is what the Muslims understand it, and this is what Muhammad himself he said.
Yeah, no, and
Forget about this. Give me another miracle. Forget about this. For that, nothing is working. Nothing is working. What I can do. Maybe you never know. You never. Maybe this one coming one is going to work. Give me another one. Just last one. But
the
this
last one,
try to choose something that can hit me in the head, break my head to pieces.
last miracle, I mean, the the sky being the atmosphere protecting us.
That's wonderful, my friend. The Quran says the atmosphere protecting us.
From what I remember my parents telling me this. Yeah.
My friend, you speak Arabic there. You should do better. The Quran says the opposite. The Quran says that Allah وَجَعَلْنَا السَّمَاءَ سَقْفًا مَحْفُوظًا. So what is protected is the sky, not the earth. From who? Let us see. And now you will die laughing with me. Don't die on me. Chapter 67, verse number 5. And indeed we have adorned the nearest heaven with lamps, and we have made such a lamp as missiles to drive away shaitan. You see it? So we guarded the sky. He guarded from what? From shaitan. So it's the opposite. It's not because the atmosphere is something in the space trying to get in the earth, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, here is the opposite. Shaitan, he will try to go out of the heaven. Allah, he will shoot him. Now you might say to me, this is not clear for me. Can you confirm it? Let us confirm it in different verse. This is all his fairy tales, where Muhammad he claimed that Shaitan he tried to steal information from Allah. I don't know if you know you know about WikiLeaks.
WikiLeaks, yeah.
Yeah, this is Allah. Shaitan. Here we go. Look. So وَجَعَلْنَا وَحَفَظْنَاهَا, and we have set we made the sky zodiacal signs in heaven, and we made them fair, seeming all beholder, and then and we have guarded those in the sky from every cursed devil. Do you see it?
We have guarded them from every cursed devil. Yeah.
Okay. But so if any try to gain hearing by steal from Allah, like he wanna spy, is pursued by a flaming fire. This is the atmosphere they are talking about. You see how they lie to you?
That any that gains a hearing by stealth is pursued by a flame. Yeah.
This translation is really weird. Let us change the translation. Maybe you can get something more simple, because this guy, I don't know, it sounds like he's taking too much beer. So look, we changed the translation here, it became different. And verily in the heaven we have set mention of his stars, and we have beautified it for beholder, and we have guarded it from every outcast devil. We have guarded what? The sky, save him who steals the hearing. And then the other verse, you know, that the one connected with this one, if he try to steal, Allah will shoot him with the star. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the atmosphere?
Yeah.
And here there's a mistake. You see, the same verse here, they say that this is about the atmosphere, but the verse saying that the stars is located in the nearest heaven. That's mean if this
No.
is, but yeah, it says the lamps in the lowest heaven.
Okay, I see. The
Yeah.
lamps missiles.
And the shaitan, he live in the earth. So Allah, he showed shaitan by a star. Do you know how big the star?
Yeah, there's no.
This is all his fairy tales for kids. I mean, come on, you are smarter than this. You really believe in this? Shaitan, he will
Yeah,
steal
no.
information from Allah. He want to spy. Allah showed him by. So Muhammad trying to explain what was those things we see in the sky, especially he live in the desert, so he can see a lot of it every night. You know, they are living in the dark. There's no electricity. So anytime go outside, you will see the sky dark, black. You see nothing. So he look at the sky. He see those stars coming. He think those are shooting stars. He think those are really stars. And Allah shooting this the shaitan trying to spy at Allah, brother. Boing boing, like Star War. Yeah,
Yeah, I see.
yeah. So where is the
Yeah, I don't see anything. See, yani, see, the thing is, I don't look in. You know, I just kind of hear what people tell me. I don't really look into actually reading the verse, but I'll have to go back and do some more reading, really try to understand. Yani, you know your stuff, man.
let me see the sky سقفا محفوظا. Allah, he made the sky like a canopy in the top of a mountain called Qaf. You know do you know Qaf? You heard of Qaf?
No.
Okay, did you hear about the chapter? It's called Qaf in the Quran.
Oh, chapter. Yeah.
Qaf. Okay.
Yeah.
Qaf, if you ask a scholar, okay, what does Qaf mean? He says this is an azure mountain which is surrounding the earth from all direction. All right.
Okay.
So this is, let us go and see the interpretation. Here we go. From the narration of his authority Ibn Abbas, this is Tafsir Ibn Abbas, chapter 50, verse number 1. It says the following: that he said the interpretation of Allah saying Qaf. He said Qaf is an azure mountain overlooking this world, and the color of the sky takes from it. Allah swear by it. Do you see it? So what happened is that this is a mountain. It's a blue, and it's surrounding the earth from. The earth is a flat, and there's a wall fence, and then in the top of the fence, in the top of the wall, like a room, there is a dome. That is, or a roof. That is the sky, and the reason the sky is blue because of that mountain. It's clear. I mean, what's wrong with you? Come on. Isn't it clear? Doesn't say that, or I'm saying that?
Yeah, and there's a man overlooking this world, and the color of the sky takes from it the lost program.
Yeah, true story, brother. This is a pure science, Islamic science. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of this one, but yeah, that's.
Do you have more miracles?
Well,
Come on, Dean, leave Islam, my friend. You are smarter than this. You are trying to, okay, well, obviously I can tell you, you yourself, you are not convinced for a second with this madness.
I've questioned it before, but I've never, I've never really actually looked into the miracles. Yes.
My friend, anything, you see, bring me anything about this cult. This is the most silly, stupid cult ever you can imagine. You speak Arabic, so you have an advantage. You see, they can fool someone. He don't speak Arabic. He know nothing about Arabic. They can say things that not exist there or fabricate. But you speak Arabic. I mean, how is it?
And yeah, that's the biggest thing. I'm looking at the translation, and they're not. They keep adding stuff that's not in the Arabic. So
no. It is in the in the translation, correct? Yeah, but actually, but do you know that Ibn Kathir in Arabic is like disappear totally in English? There's hundreds of pages from Ibn Kathir in Arabic is taken away from the English translation. I can't find why. They took it off. Anything would look embarrassing for Muhammad. As an example, the story, if you go to read Ibn Kathir in English, read the story about Al-Gharaniq. You heard about Al-Gharaniq, right? When Muhammad, he says the 3 daughters of Allah, their intercession, it's a must. So all the story there in the Ibn Kathir, what happened exactly is gone. You open Ibn Kathir in Arabic, you speak Arabic, open Ibn Kathir in Arabic, open Ibn Kathir in English website and read, you will see it's gone.
Huh.
The story of him bowing down is gone, the story what he said is gone, everything is gone.
Yeah.
What else? What else they told you?
Well, I'm out of miracles. I don't.
You're out of
I mean,
miracles.
even they
Guys,
say even the Quran.
our friend Dean, by the way, I welcome you to call me anytime. You are a nice person, but our friend Dean is out of animation.
Okay, so when I originally called, so I see in Yana you're doing a good job of proving that the Quran the truth is not in the Quran. I see that, but now a lot of the stuff you can also turn on to the Bible, and I don't know where the truth is in the Bible either. So that's where I'm.
My friend, let us take it step by step. So, did you decide to leave Islam?
No, I haven't.
But you just said the truth is not in the Quran. You just said that.
Well, and that's what you're.
Okay, but do you agree? I mean, come on, be honest, Dean. After all what I showed you, is that the truth in your eyes? Be honest. Is what is written in the Quran, is that the truth? The sperm became a congealed blood.
No, from what I've seen, it's what you showed me and what I've looked up, it's wrong. Yeah.
Okay, so let us first come to a decision. Islam is yes or no, and then we can go to the Bible.
But but the Bible, even it seems like it's going from one cult to another cult. So I don't know.
You see, you can say whatever you want. You can say the Bible is wrong, no problem. And first we finish from Islam, and then if you want, you can go and see in the Bible, and we will see together if this is a cult or not. You see, the problem is when somebody try to speak about the Bible, you know what the Bible is first?
It's a collection of 66 books.
Yeah, but what it is?
It's people. I say it's a bunch of legends.
Okay, no. Let me tell you. The Bible is history, history of a man, stories of the man,
stories, okay,
and the words of God. Which mean there's parts where God is talking, and there's big part where he said, she said, this king he said, this prophet he told this person. So stories, all right. So if you want to judge God, you judge God by his teaching.
Where's
the
that?
rest, which mean Jesus said to me, do this. That is God for me. Jesus is God. All right. Now, if there is a story about a king fighting with other king, this is history, and it's written there because this is the history of the Jews struggling with God, disobeying or obeying. So the Bible is very honest and writing history. As an example, when David disobeyed God, the Bible says David disobeyed God. As simple as that. So it is a history of sin, people committing sin against God, people commit sin against each other, people doing bad and good. That part is for us to learn about history. However, there's a part where God he speak. So when you want to judge, you judge what God said, not what I say. Let us say I was exist in the time of David. I enter upon David. I say, David, you are blah 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 blah. Okay, and then the one who they are collecting the history, they wrote that in the Bible, because we as a Christian, we don't say the same as Muslim. The Muslim, they say the Quran, every letter there is written by God himself, correct?
Right.
No, for us we don't believe in that. For us we believe that the word of God is in the Bible, but in there too there's man history, which means this is a book written by the man about God and about the man. So there's a stories about the man, and there's a stories coming from God. Same things, God he gave orders. So God said is God said. Man said is man said.
Okay. Now, how do you know it's coming from God?
It says there. It says
so because it says it's coming from God, that means it's coming from God.
My friend, okay, yeah,
The
but
Quran
yeah.
says
No. You see,
from God.
but
So what do you mean?
you can prove easy what is what is can be from God, what is not. Just the same. We can use the same method we use here. Like the Muslims. The problem with Muslims, they have like stories of like they say to you, Samson he left he lost his power because he cut his hair. But this is not about. This is not because of his hair. This is about it's about sin. The same as Adam, he lost his eternal life because he commits sin. So he have an absolutely amazing power to live forever. He's in heaven. That power is taken from him. So all the Bible is from the beginning to the end. Even the stories which is, you can say literally, we can take them. Those stories are spiritual stories. Even the names of the Bible are spiritual names. As an example, when we say, you can go right now. You can do this. When you have time, check the name of every name in the Bible. You will see they are not names. Not a single one of them is a name. It's a sentence. It's a statement. It's a spiritual statement. God is with us. God is all here in like Ishmael. Abraham. Abraham is Abraham, the one who crossed the river, the one who crossed from the other side. Moses or Moshe is the one who survived the drowning. So there's no names in the Bible. So the Bible is very, very deep book. So what some naive people try to do, they go and read 2 words and they think this is just we learn the Bible. The Bible is not just what you think. It is very extremely deep. If you go start from the book of Genesis, go right away, and then if you read even the books of the names of the sons of Noah, you will find that all the names of the sons of Noah are speaking about Jesus. You imagine even their names speaking about God will come down to the earth. There's 10 names, and those names all then they present the story of Christ. But when we read them, because we don't speak the language and you don't know what they mean, you think it's just a name.
Yeah.
So the Bible is different story. Quran is just somebody, when you've been in a school, maybe the teacher, she asks you to make something to put it like in the wall in the school, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the Quran. It's a bunch of kids putting papers in the wall, and none of the papers connected to like it's suffering from flight of thoughts, while the Bible is extremely deep and amazing book. You can go right now and read. You see, because like when you read let's say the Old Testament. The Old Testament is very interesting book if you like to learn about the background of man and God. But for me, I find it more interesting for me to focus in the New Testament. Why? Because that one is just to teach me things about man was, and then the Bible in the New Testament tell me about I am, me. So because I care for me, and the rest is just to give me a background, then I focus on what Jesus says to me. How we arrive, the Old Testament, all of it is about how we arrive to the stage where the Messiah, he come to us. This is the important for us as the Christians. The rest is history. I don't really care if David, he have war. I don't care if, I don't care. This is history. It's gone. Those people are, they are dead, and God will judge them for what they did. So what I care for is Christ, he came to save me, and the rest is history.
Christ came. So why do you think, I mean, like you said, we're just a little tiny dust in there's millions of planets and galaxies. Why do you think Christ came to this planet specifically? There's so much more to the galaxy.
It doesn't matter. Let us for the sake of argument say that God, he created a human being in many galaxies. God, we believe God is love. Our God have different character from all other religions. So we believe God is love. This is what the Bible says. God is love, literally. So because God is love, that means he created us because he loves us, not because he want to abuse us. And if you love somebody, aren't you willing to go and save that body? You do.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how small we are, and we are nothing for him. But he is an absolute loving. His love, his nature, this is his nature. It's like saying, why love? You say to somebody, why love is why somebody Why somebody he go and he like his family is in the house, he jump inside the house, there's a fire, and just to save his child, he would die there, because this is love, my friend.
Yeah.
It's something you cannot explain, because it is more than we can explain. God, he created such a thing, for this is coming from him. He is the source of all love. So when a woman, and the other day I saw a video, I don't know if you saw it in the internet, where there is a dog, a female dog, she put her babies in like a hole in, you know, in the ground, and then the ground collapsed. And if you see this dog, you know, they are trying to dig the ground to save the puppies, but the dog, she keep jumping in, and she wanna push the you know, she is so crazy to she's a dog, but yet she knew she's a mother, you know. You see how amazing it is. So you ask yourself, okay, why she is doing that? She might die too, but she don't care. She is not thinking. She wanna go and save them. And even the rescue, they are trying to take the puppies from the ground. She is bothering them because she keep jumping. They push her away, and she keep jumping. They cannot use tools to take the rocks. So this is amazing love, which is created by God. He put it inside those, we call them mothers, even if they are animals. So love cannot be explained, for it's a miracle of God, and God is a miracle.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I have to, because from coming from this, you know, the Islamic point of view, I've always thought almost like Christianity is almost like its own cult. And
you see, when you say cult, my friend, when you say cult, what will make a cult a cult? Cult, if the leader, he want to have sex with our wives. If the cult, he want our yes, it's about money. Cult is about money, sex. This is what it is about, you know. So did the Messiah did that? No. Did he ask her for any return? No. Did he ask for money? No. Read the whole Bible. He did not own anything. He had nothing, you know. And remember, the Messiah, even the Quran confirm, he can raise people from death. Is that true?
yeah, I mean,
But imagine, my friend Dean, imagine I now today, I can raise people from death. Do you know how much power that can give me in this earth? How many kings will bow down under my feet to bring them back to life?
a lot.
They will give me all their kingdoms. This is amazing power. So, but yet the Messiah, he had nothing. He never asked for anything. He never asked for money. He never asked for Muhammad. He gave himself a privilege. So this is how you know the cult. The Messiah, he gave himself. He did not ask us. It's the opposite.
So how do you know he raised people from the dead? Or how do you know?
Well, you know, you see, we as a Christian, we witness miracles in our life every day. I know a lot.
Which ones? Give me one example.
You can go search right now and see life stories. You can ask people. You know, you want to believe, you don't believe, it's up to you. But God always, he don't leave himself without witnesses. There's tons of miracles. However, the Bible confirmed that Jesus did tons of miracles. Even Muhammad, who is a liar for me, as I believe, he confirmed that Jesus did miracles nobody can do, including even creating from the mud a bird. Which means even the enemies of Jesus, they could not deny who is Jesus. Even Satan, he could not deny who is Jesus. So the second you believe in Christ, you are a different person. And this is the biggest miracle. I know I met people who used to be terrorists, and they became amazing people, peaceful, beautiful people. I know people who they used to be criminals, just because they became a Christian, they became so peaceful, so amazing. So this is a living miracle of a human being, how God, he can change you. But in Islam, the opposite. You convert to Islam, second day you want to join Mujahideen and you want to kill people. Yeah, like a police officer just 2 weeks ago, he converted to Islam. A year ago, a year after, he take a knife, he attacked the police station. Allahu Akbar. I mean, you just convert to Islam, what happened? All his life was a policeman protecting the people. He converted to Islam, he wanted to do the opposite. So, you know, the Bible says, from their fruits you shall know them. So in order to know which one is cult, don't judge Christianity by me. I am no one. Who I am, I'm not Jesus. I'm no one. So if you want to judge Christianity to be cult or not, go and see the fruits of Jesus.
Which are in the Bible.
Which is in the Bible, no, which is in us. Because you see, if I am a person who follows Jesus, look what Jesus says to me. If I practice what Jesus said, Jesus said, never lie. Either you say yay, yay, or nay, nay, which means you don't even take an oath. So lies is gone. Jesus says, love your enemy, bless those who curse you. Huh? Okay. Imagine, Dean, if all the world practiced just one sentence of Jesus. Just this one sentence. Forget about the whole book. Love your enemy. What do you think will happen in this earth?
It'll be better.
What? There's going to be heaven.
Yeah.
Right? We will not need weapon. We will not need army. Do you know how much we spend money on in stupid war machines? Most of our, even poor countries, they spend most of their budget in war machines. Their people are dying, but yet they are spending trillions of dollars in buying rusty steel. So a human being life can change if we follow Jesus. Jesus can change you, my friend. Love your enemy.
But you know, the Bible, I mean, he doesn't just say love thy enemy. There's this. The Bible also condones slavery. God, you know.
No, that's not true, my friend. That's not true. You see, this is all is wrong understanding. You see, the Jews, they live by the law, eye for an eye. So, which means the Messiah, he says, don't do evil. Don't do evil. Don't be like them. So when he says, if somebody slam your right cheek, give him the other one, and it says clearly, don't do evil as they do. So the Old Testament, it's about people who want to survive. The Jews, you see, if we want to be honest about what happened, we cannot judge the Jews who lived 3,000-4,000 years ago by what's happening today. At that time, the Jews, they've been taken for hundreds of years as slaves, the whole nation. So you are asking the Jews that you cannot treat your enemy the way they treat you, but your enemy can treat you as they wish, and that will prove that you are a good person. That's what you are saying to me, right? So I can come to Dean, I can take his wife, I can take him as a slave, and this Dean, he's a good guy. So what he will do, his job is to let me do it. This is what you are saying, right? Yeah, but this is not real. This is not, you know, this is like just a fantasy of philosophy. You know, those people, they are real people who live in a certain time, and the time is extremely harsh, extremely bad, and they have to survive. You heard that the Jews, they've been enslaved by the Assyrian, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. The whole nation been taken. I mean, imagine the whole nation, not like a 2 or 3. They took them, all of them. The women, the children, the goats, the cows, everything. And the same happened to them by the Egyptian, correct?
Yeah.
So in order to judge somebody, we judge him by the time he lived. Muhammad, he came 600 years after Jesus. So after Jesus said, love your enemy, making a human being live forward, higher standard from before. Things is changing forward. Muhammad, he took us back to the cave time.
Well, I don't agree with judge someone by the time they lived. I don't know about that.
No, we have to agree. Like imagine you say to me, we have a law for cyber crimes, right? Okay, but at that time, what if imagine you make a cyber crime law at that time, people will laugh at you, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So everything have a timing and have a reason. So when you know, like you said to me about the law, like Musa says to his people, do this and do that, but most of those things, if Musa says those things today, people will laugh at him.
Right. Yeah.
Because what, you know, like imagine make a law, you have to go away from the camp when you do your you know, like the call of nature. I mean, we have the bathroom just a few steps away from our house. So every, you know, in order to judge an order, you have to judge it by the time it happened. First, we have to see if it's justice. We have to see if it's evil. We have to see how those people are treated. Those people, they have a very savage life, surrounded by savage, surrounded by people believing in slavery, surrounded by people who don't believe in God, surrounded by people believe in killing and kidnapping and taking your money. This is how what they have around them. It's like those movies. If you see those movies, fantasy movies, like they show you crazy people, they have very weird hair and they have trucks and guns, and they chase each other and they kidnap them and they put them, make them as slaves. You know those fiction movies. This is exactly what was happening at that time. Ugly, very ugly life. You are not sure if tomorrow will come, and you are free. This is the situation. Your neighbor tribe can attack you and take you as a slave, and that's it. You lost your freedom.
So slavery. So the slavery was okay back then.
It's not. It's okay. This is what people. This is the evil of the people. They are doing to each other. So you know. Let me show you something from the Quran. You see, Muhammad, because he associates himself with the Jews a lot. So Muhammad, he understood the law of Moses very wrong. Look what he says in the Quran. Look with me in the screen. Muhammad here is trying to be a Jew, but he tried, but he got himself busted. Oh, who you believe, retaliation is prescribed for you in the matter of a murder. So this is a matter of what? Murder. Okay. The free man for the free man. And the slave for the slave, and the female for the female. But this is not what eye for an eye is. Eye for an eye. If you kill my wife, I don't go and kill your wife. I kill the one who killed my wife. This is eye for an eye. You know what I mean? If you kill my slave, I don't go and kill your slave, because the slave did not do anything. Why I want to kill him?
The free man for the free man, and the slave for the slave, and the female for the female. Yeah, that doesn't.
Okay, so eye for an eye is about, let us say, public justice. You attack me, you take us, you enslave us. I'm going to attack you, and I will do to you what you did to me. All right. Muhammad, he took the law of Moses, but he practiced it in a very funny, stupid way. Because free man for the free man, that's mean that if a free man kill a free man, the free man will be killed. If a free man kill a slave would be killed. Slave for the slave. So a slave he die, a slave will be killed. If you go and read the interpretation, you will see clearly it says if a free man kill a slave, a free man will not be killed. And then he says female for the female, but this is stupid. What do you mean female? You should say the one who killed the female should be killed. So later Muhammad, when he did this law, people, they start laughing at him. He abrogated this verse. If you ask Muslim, they will say to you, this is abrogated. Okay, why did Allah find himself funny and stupid? Yes, he found himself stupid and people laugh at him. Otherwise he will keep it. Ask yourself, I am a prophet, I make a verse, why after 2 weeks or 3 weeks I will abrogate it? Doesn't make sense. It's not like, you know, if this is a verse was given by Moses and Muhammad came 1,000 years after, I understand there's a huge different timing, as we said, because there's a law match with the timing. But this is the same prophet. After a few weeks he changed his mind because people, they start laughing at him, for this is not a justice. So if you want to understand what people they practice during their lifetime, you have to put yourself in their shoes. Muhammad, he did nothing and he have no God. This guy, he is a stealing law of somebody, and because he don't understand their law, his law became funny. This is not what Musa said. You know what I mean? So when you see in the Old Testament war, well, those people, everybody his hand on them, everybody want to kill them, everybody want to fight them. So they are living in the time where everybody attacking everybody want to take them slaves. So either you die or they die. As simple as that. This is the balance.
You
know, the Roman and the Persian before Christianity, they were killing each other for how many years? More than 300 years. Non-stop. Okay, what is the reason? I mean, did the Roman have enough land? No, they never have enough land. They want to take more and more, and the same as the Persian. And then Muhammad, he did the same, and his followers. So all of this is about evil and power and money, and slavery is a source of money.
I guess.
So what I'm trying to say to you, in order to judge somebody, live in his time.
So to judge Muhammad, So
live in
you
his
can't
time,
judge
no
him.
problem. You know, no
You
problem.
can't judge him on the 9-year-old
No,
having
I
sex
cannot.
with a sick. You
I
can't
have to
judge him because you
I
didn't
have to
live
judge
with it.
him. I have to judge him by his time. As an example, the Christian, they never attack Muhammad, so why he attacked him? No problem. I mean, okay, if somebody attack you, okay, protect yourself. You have the right to defend yourself. But the Christian, actually, even the Muslim, they say the Christians, they gave him refugee in Ethiopia, which means if not the Christians, he will be dead.
Mm,
Is
yeah.
that how you return? The Jews, Muhammad, he ran away from Quraysh. He went to Yathrib. Yathrib, this is the city of the Jews. They welcome you in their city. Why you kill them later?
Yeah. Yeah.
So here we don't we see a person, you know, like, I mean, if you have a dog, you feed him, you give him a bone, he will never bite you.
Yeah. Mm. Mm.
So if you want to
Yeah.
compare, if you want to see, okay, well, at that time, life is evil, life is ugly, life is disgusting. But Muhammad, he was just following the same life. He did not make it better, he make it more ugly. Actually, he made it legally in the name of God.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Like
But
when he says, go and attack the Christians and the Jews and force them to pages, yeah. Okay, what is the purpose of this? Do you know what was the purpose?
so they don't die.
No, I mean, why he did decide to attack the Christians? What happened?
Oh, he just I don't know. He just wanted to be a warlord, so he wanted to.
No, actually, there's more than this. You
Oh,
see, we have to go. This is why I advise you, Dean, when you read anything, to go deeper than what its appearance, and try to get the story. You see, if you go to the verse before it, chapter 9, verse 28, it says, "Oh, who you believe, the idolaters only are unclean, najis, filthy, filthy." You know what najis mean, right? So let them not to come near the holy city. Okay. And so now there's no business, because nobody can enter Mecca and people will die. Where is the business? Look what we said. Look at this. So if you fear poverty from losing of their merchandise, this is the translation of the Muslims, Allah shall preserve you of his bounty. How? The verse after it, fight against the Christian and the Jews and force them to pay jizya. Do you see it?
yes.
So it was a clear theft.
It was.
He made an order and now he cannot take it back. He said that those are clean, don't let them come here. People, they start complaining, how we will live? Who's going to go and visit the Kaaba and spend money here? The Kaaba is a big business. It's a pagan business. So Muhammad, he have to come with a solution. Attack the Christians, force them to pay jizya. And look here at the hypocrite Muhammad. Christians, they worship Jesus as God, correct? Okay. Muhammad is willing to let you worship Jesus if you pay him money. I mean, isn't it obvious? You see, the Jews, they fought people who don't believe, right? They fought with people who don't believe. So they did not say to them, if you pay us, it's okay for us. This guy, you can bribe his God, just give him money. Okay, worship whatever you want. You want to worship Jesus, worship Jesus. You want to worship Obama, worship Obama. You want to make a Trump as God? No problem, give us money. This is what Muhammad is saying.
Maybe he's just tolerant, he's being nice.
No, this is about money, right, my friend? It's in front of you. If you fear poverty, Allah will give you a solution. Don't worry. What the solution? Attack the Christians. Attack the Christians until they pay you, not until they convert to Islam. Actually, during the time of the Caliphate, there's some Christian villages in Egypt. They send letters to the Caliphate through the Muslims, saying that those villages, they want to convert to Islam because they don't have money to pay jizya. The Caliphate refused. He said, if we make everybody convert, who is going to pay us?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay, Christian friends. Thank you for this. This was good.
Yeah. So, but did you decide to leave Islam at least?
It's I didn't completely decide, but it's almost there.
almost there. Okay,
Yeah,
you're fun, my friend.
okay. All right. Thank
Are you shy to say I'm out of Islam? Is that the reason? Are you like? Do you fear people?
No,
Do you fear anyone?
of course, yeah. It feels weird, but you know, if I completely leave Islam, it makes me doubt if there's even a God in the first place. Which is,
My friend, it's better to doubt a God from worshiping a false God. No problem. Who said that it's wrong to doubt that is a God or not? Actually, a great believer is the one first he question if God exists or not, and then you come to a conclusion, and that conclusion will lead you to enter decision, and then the decision will become after thinking, not being blind. You know what I mean? So nothing wrong. Me myself, who said that I'm born as a believer? That's silly and that's stupid. You know, all of us we question, all of us we wonder, like maybe Christianity is false, maybe Jesus is just a normal person, maybe. I ask myself all those questions. So nothing wrong with saying I am out of this, and being an atheist for a second is better than being a slave of God, which is false God, for all your life.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
You know, at least free yourself, and then you are a free thinker. Think, be free.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you know how I can see. I mean, what is out this box if I don't jump out of it?
Then I have a question for you. Then how did you come to realize that God existed?
Well, there is many ways. You know, you see, the first thing will take my attention is how deep the teaching of the Messiah. When you read any of his statements, you will see that even though he spoke 2,000 years ago, even though you are reading a translation, which will make it less, let us say, I mean, it's like we lose a lot of you know, let us say, the language power, you know. But it's still, you will see that you feel something. It's like speaking to you about you. It's not about Jesus. If you open any chapter wherever Jesus he spoke, you will find that he is talking to you about today, your life problem, not about something happened 2,000 years ago. Which means this message is very special. It doesn't expire. It's not about certain time. It's about you and God. It's not about all people. It's about you as a person. So speak to you in a very personal way. I never read the Bible. I never read a speech of the Messiah, even though I did read it 100 times. Each time I read, I learn something new and I feel something different.
When I read the Quran, I was always feeling something. You know, sometimes I cried too. So
maybe because this is under the influence. You cry from what? From this?
Yeah, or just listening to it sometimes.
My friend, maybe because you are not having a deep thinking. You know, like you know Arabic, right? Read with me carefully.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You said you cry. I want to make you cry now. Read this.
Okay.
You see, I did not change the verse. Here we go in front of us. It says, اتخذوا أحبارهم ورهبانهم أربابا من دون الله والمسيح. Disaster. Here we go. I told you will laugh. Here we go. What kind of religion this religion is? This is Arabic? How you say they took their monks and rabbi as gods instead of Allah and the Messiah?
Yeah.
And then the Muslims, in order to fix it, they say, no. Here Al-Masih go back to the Wa'id go back to Ahbarahum wa Ruhbanahum. I never heard of such a thing. It says it clearly, they took their rabbi and their monks as God instead of Allah and the Messiah. Anyone who speaks Arabic, he will notice the Quran saying that you should take Allah and the Messiah as God. But in the translation is different.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to look into that.
But this is what it says in Arabic, correct? I'm not making things up.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay, so in the translation, they fabricated, they changed everything, and they tried to say, oh no, here Al-Masih he is saying they took their rabbi and their monks and the Messiah instead of Allah, but it doesn't say that. Arabic is so clear,
Yeah.
you know. And what the verse is saying, that the Messiah and Allah is one God.
Okay. All right.
So when you say to me you used to read the Quran and cry, I think you were maybe cutting some onion, my friend.
Not even me reading it, just listening to it. You know, they say the poetry.
Let me tell
it's
you,
like
you see,
singing,
this is the influence of a nice voice, singing something. If you bring the same guy, he's saying, do you know the story of this guy, what his name, the sheikh who made the chapter, it's called the chapter of At-Tufaha?
No.
Yeah, there's a very famous scholar, Muslim sheikh, Saudi. So they have a conference. Let me see, maybe I can find it for you on YouTube. Hold on. So, you know, they want to show them how powerful the Quran is. So he said, who is here volunteer to come to the stage? And, you know, a French guy, he came, he don't speak Arabic. So they said to him, the sheikh now is going to recite to you two things. And he will sing them in the same way. You tell us which one touch your heart. You know? And the sheikh, I will find you that. The sheikh, he recite two chapters. One of them he fabricated. It's about the apple. All right, and the other one is the Quran. And then he asked him, which one touched your heart more? The French guy, he said the chapter of the apple. Here we go. Do you see it in the screen? Search for it. الشيخ العريفي يقرأ سورة التفاح. And this is the guy. Here we go. This is the French guy in the stage. It was a horrible. The guy, he said, okay, listen again, I will repeat it for you again.
I don't see, well, I don't, no, I don't see it yet on your screen. Hopefully someone can put it in the chat so I can, oh, okay. الشيخ العريفي يقرأ سورة التفاح.
Yeah, and this is the French guy. Al-Arifi is very famous person, you know. So, and this is the French guy, and the guy here is the translator, and this is Al-Arifi. So he was saying to him, okay, I will recite for you a chapter, two chapters. One is a true Quran and one is a fake Quran. You tell me which one touched your heart. Al-Arifi, he really did a good job. He sang a chapter which is fabricated. It's called At-Tufah. Hasn't singing about At-Tufah, however, made it exactly look like Quran. Sound like the Quran. So the guy,
that's haram. That's you can't.
Well, he want to show them, my friend. He want to show them how he will make him cry. Even the guy, he do not know which one is Quran. The Quran will touch your heart right away. The guy, he chose the apple chapter. And this is very embarrassing and very stupid of them. You know, in the beginning, I thought maybe they get this guy, maybe like, you know, he's one of them. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he will go on the stage and he will say, I chose this one. But looked like it was honest. Honest cry, but it was honest, and this is why they will never do it again. Here we go. This is the link. I will post it here. I wish I can play it because people will die laughing from the singing. And the guy, if you hear his singing, he make it look like Quran, really. You know, I mean, the guy, he really did a very good job. So anyone who don't understand the Quran, if you sing anything sound like Quran, and this guy, because he's a sheikh, he knew exactly how to make any sentence sound like the Quran by singing it. You know what? I'm going to give you the link so you can watch it and you can love it. When
okay, so hello, what you're saying is, you know, the Bible is from God because when you read it you feel something.
Always, my friend. God.
That's what you're trying to tell me. That's
not only you feel something.
Okay.
You see, there is a present of God in the words, which means you feel something will change you, not something just will touch you for a second and will go. You will change. You will be a different person. So it's not just like, okay, you know, if I go in a hot room, I will get hot, correct?
Right.
Okay, if I go outside in the cold, I will get cold. But this has nothing to do with God. When I'm in a hot room, I will be hot, right? But if you are really a person who adopt what you just learned, that will change you. It's not about now I'm crying. It's not about I feel something. It's
Okay.
about I will be a different person. This is why we Christian, I don't know if you heard this term, that we say we are born again.
Yeah.
So
I've heard.
with the Messiah, we will be reborn again. Is that physically reborn? It is more than physically reborn. It's about me being a new person by Christ. So me yesterday, I when I was a kid, I don't know how age is yours. When I was young, if I see a person looking at me, I want to fight. If I see a fight in the end of the street, I run there just to join. You know, I used to be a totally different person. Just tell me a fight, I will be there right away in 2 seconds. Don't tell me why. Don't tell me what the reason. You know, I remember once there's the one guy fighting two guys, so I took the side of the one guy because it's not fair. So I took the side, and then we finished the fight. The other two guys, they ran away, and then the guy, he says to me, "So do I know you?" I said, "No." Do I know you? I said, "No, you don't know me. I do not need to know you. Why I need to know you anyway?" So he said, "Why you joined the fight then? Look what happened to your shirt." I said, well, none of your business. Just go. Otherwise, I will fight with you too. So I saw that the guy, he's alone, and he's not equal to them. He is a little bit short, and they are taking advantage of him. So I joined the fight of the guy who is weak, and I believe this is the right thing to do. But I used to be a different person since I became, you know, in touch with the Messiah. I like, let us say, the process of a changing continue. It's not just something would happen in a second. It's going to be a process. It's like a train going in the right direction.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Christian Prince. All right, I have to go.
All right, my friend. Take care.
Okay, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.